box will look
Nice. Cool, let's do it. So I speed it all up like I was running through the store. And then this part to feed.
So you ought to do a survey.
It won't work. Good morning, guys. Happy Wednesday. Today is the 19th of December. We're out here at Boston Elementary in Aurora. We've got a truckload full of food, all bagged up for kiddos to take home. This is a nonprofit function we have for Be About Bliss. You want to tell them more about it?
Yeah, so I met Rachel Bliss. She's the founder of the Be About Bliss Foundation a few years ago, and for the past couple years she's been putting on this event where she provides packs of foods for Denver school students, little ones, over long periods of time, like breaks, like winter break, where they just, a lot of times they just don't get food if they're not eating school lunch. So here we've got a 2-week break coming up after today. So we've got 1,100 bags of food, enough food to feed the family for 2 weeks while they're not getting school lunch.
Right. And what's crazy is she actually started this organization by, it was books at first, right? Giving every kid a book prior to going home for the holidays, and then after her diving in and just getting into the trenches of all of this, found out that as great as those books are, kids didn't even have food. So and that's near and dear to my heart because I lived it for a long time. I grew up in North Aurora. I went to elementary school just down the street to Fulton Elementary, which they are helping as well. So obviously, once I heard about it through you, we jumped on board as far as donating and putting this together, not just like money forward, but the actual sweat equity and the boxing this up and meeting the kids and then meeting the people that actually affect my old neighborhood personally, and just having more experience with the impact you can have, even if you think it's small, even if it does start with just a book, how much something can grow. So now this Be About Bliss is actually family owned, correct? Her and her father run this organization, and it's grown extraordinary.
Yep. So we got some work to do, as you guys can see. So enjoy some of the footage and
come inside, see all the kids, and just just biggest thing, especially on the holidays, realize that even like a little bit can be a huge impact on somebody's life. So enjoy the kids.
All right, we're gonna get after it. See ya.
So Be About Bliss started because I had a good friend who wanted to start a food pantry with her church. And she would talk to me about how much food they needed constantly, and I was buying food and donating it. And one day I had the idea I could do something, I could crowdfund and get my friends and family together, and we could find a way to show up to the school and give a gift of a book to each child at Christmas time to make sure everyone's getting a gift, or during the holidays, because I do feel like we're very respectful of all of the different religions. So we showed up to the school. We're really proud of ourselves for coming together and getting this done. We started talking to the kids, and I started to realize these kids, a lot of them aren't eating. And it was really a nice, thoughtful thing to bring a book, but what they needed was food. So right there, I kind of just had this goal. Next year, I'm going to show up in a giant moving truck with a bag of food for each kid. I had no idea how I was going to pull that off, but we figured out how to become a nonprofit, started telling people what we wanted to do, and it worked out with Crawford. That first year, we showed up a year later, not only a book, but a bag of food for each student of Crawford. And then this year we're doing 2 schools. So it's our first year doing 2 schools. So really it's just investigating where the need is, where there are schools that don't have assistance over winter break, because some of them do, some of them don't, and filling in that gap. And, making sure that kids aren't bogged down with worry over their winter break, but that they can just be a kid and they can experience the holidays and the joy and the happiness and all the things that a kid should be able to do this time of year. So ideally, I would love if we could expand enough that we are taking care of the kids that need this in Colorado, and then there eventually are chapters in other states that are doing the same thing. So I think one of my favorite moments, there's a lot of favorite moments, but the one that really stands out is that one year, you know, we hire the Santa and he walks around with bells and just kind of gets everyone hyped up. And one year, this little girl came up to Santa and Santa said, you know, what would you like for Christmas this year? And she turned to him and said, Santa, I really want a candy bar. And that's all she asked for. And I knew we had a candy bar in each food kit. And I think that might be, I mean, one of the best moments of my life.
All done. By now, you guys have probably seen Boston, Crawford Elementary, kids going crazy. A lot of fun things about just the story behind Be About Bliss, what it's all about, why they do what they do, but then just understanding between the, you know, from the people that organize it to just the helpers that go through, how extraordinary that help can be, but what goes into stuff like this and how nonprofits are actually year-round. They might have some culminating events that happen to fall around, you know, a holiday. But there's a lot of things that you guys can do to get involved. It has an extraordinary impact, no matter how little you think it may be.
It does. And again, like you said, these things go all year long. Next one I believe they're going to be doing is before summer break next year. So again, just keep an eye out for more from Be About Bliss. Thank you guys for watching. And
if you got questions or if you guys want to reach out and be a part of this, by all means, please, you guys can either link up with us and come hang out with us, or we can get you guys involved with the actual people that own and organize this, and just get you guys right into play.
That's right. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Thanks for watching.
Guys. Happy holidays.
Bye.